Hi, this is Kenn Renner with Power Goals, and we're on to Chapter 5, or Step 5 of the goal setting process. And this is where we're defining boundaries. Now, your boundaries are going to be you're analyzing your starting point, where you're at now, defining the completion of when the goal is achieved, and number 3, when you're within the sidelines. Okay? So we want to start with analyzing your starting point. To analyze means to break down everything into its basic components. Okay, so if you're doing a financial statement, you want to get rich and you want to be wealthy and prosperous, you have to first start out with where you're at. You have to break down where you're at financially. If you're going on a mountain expedition or a hunting trip, the first thing you're going to do is break out all of your equipment and make sure that you break down everything that you've got to see what you have and what you don't have, so that you don't get caught later on down the line with something that you might not have, or that you at least know that there's something you can pick up along the way. I also like to define boundaries as the sidelines. A lot of times we think that we're playing in the right fairway, and that's why clearly written defined goals and plans will help us stay within the boundaries of where we're at, where we're going. And the final thing is your completion, your definition, your goal. You know, in soccer or basketball or anything, there is a definite goal at the end. And the only time you score is when the ball goes through the net. The problem sometimes comes is when we don't have a clearly defined definition of the completion of the goal, what it looks like when it's done. And this oftentimes comes when people say, I want to be rich or I want to be healthy. Those are ambiguous. They're not good statements. They're not going to get you where you want to go. If you clearly define the completion, like I have $1 million cash in the bank by age 55, that is a clearly defined goal. I want to weigh X amount by 2013 July. That's a clearly defined goal. That's a definition. You'll know if you hit it or you didn't. So we want to know where we're starting from, how to stay within the boundaries, and when we made it in the net. I'll see you at the top.